in terms of free throws. Raekwon Brown averaging 21.4 a game. Number one in the conference. Raekwon Brown, the senior from Atlanta, Georgia, followed by Donovan Sanders. Sanders, the junior from Walls, Mississippi. Danny Washington, senior from Greenville, Mississippi, followed by Corian Walden, the junior from Atlanta, and Erico Gibson round out the lineup. We're underway here. Joe wins the tip. Braves in the white, left to right here at the start. Braves red hot right now. Braves have won 7 in a row, looking for their 8th. Hawkins top of the circle. Gamble left wing. Joshua. Joe with the screen. 13 to shoot. In the corner, here's a 3. No good by Jalen Hawkins. Weak side rebound. Joshua. Gamble for a 3. It's good. Gamble averaging 13 and a half a game. Gives the Braves an early lead. Sanders for Valley in the green. Right to left. Sanders. Bounce pass, top of the circle, Danny Washington. Gibson out top. Gibson, Sanders. High-low inside, pump fake, pirouette floater, good. Inside, Gibson with the bucket. 3-2, Landon Bussey telling Joshua to push it. 3-2, Alcorn with the lead. Joshua left wing. Joshua top of the circle. Jalen Hawkins, Gamble, Hawkins skip past deflected, turnover. And with it for Mississippi Valley, Brown is fouled. He drew the contact as Byron Joshua picks up his first. Raekwon Brown had 26 in the first meeting, had 20 at halftime, held them to 6 in the second half as the Braves won 72-55. Raekwon Brown at the line, shooting 75%. Minute 13 in. First free throw by Brown is too long. He'll have another. Three-two, Braves with the lead. Braves looking for their 8th in a row. We'll be watching that Southern game with Alabama State. Second free throw by Brown is good. We're tied at 3 in the early going. 3-3 game. Braves are home here Saturday, and the team will head out on Monday going to Birmingham. Hopefully, he can get a good seed. Here's Kendall with the floater, no. And with the weak side rebound is Gibson. Out ahead to pull up 3. Transition is good. Landon Bussey's going to get an early timeout. Landon Bussey already making wholesale changes right off the bat. 6-3. Landon Bussey says, Get in. 5 in. And Landon Bussey not happy. That's probably the first time all conference that he has had to do that. As Landon Bussey made some wholesale changes here in the first minute 36. The 3 by Danny Washington in transition. And the Braves are down 6-3. Landon Bussey didn't even talk to the ball club. D.K. Thorne in. Benet in. Bayard in. Gaines Wyatt in. Willie Anderson in for the Braves. So the starting 5 pulled after the first minute and a half. 6-3. Landon Bussey wants focus. And obviously a short leash as he called an early timeout. Valley with a 6-3 lead. Willie Anderson right wing. Willie Anderson double. That's off the knee of Sanders. 16 to shoot. Well, this is not the way Landon Bussey wanted this one to start. He's looking for focus. He's looking for a complete 40 minutes. Well, pulling his starters after the first minute and a half. That answers quite a few questions. Thorne left wing. Gaines Wyatt right wing. Thorne left wing steps into a triple. No. Well, it did. It did go in. Thorne for 3. Heeled the rim. Didn't see it go through, but it did. Thorne with the shooter's touch. We're tied at 6. 6-6 game. At the top of the circle, Gibson. Gibson left wing. Sanders. Curling right. Sanders short right corner. Sanders dumps it inside. The teardrop short. And Benet with it for the Braves. Out to Gaines Wyatt. Gaines Wyatt on the attack. Willie Anderson. Top of the circle, Gaines Wyatt. Thorne left wing. DK Thorne, Benet, but gains wide, extra passing. Anderson for 3. No. Benet with it, puts it on the floor. Shot blocked. And out of bounds off of Danny Washington. Braves basketball. 17-12 remaining. 6-6 game. One of 4 games in the conference. 4 games today, 4 teams off on this Thursday. On the dump in, Byard, his floater is good. Byard, the junior from Atlantic City, gives the Braves an 8-6 lead here in the first 3 minutes of this first half. Danny Washington fronted by Willie Anderson. On the bounce pass, Sanders, left side Brown, Raekwon Brown, Washington left wing. Thorne falls down, trying to front Brown for Valley Gibson. Gibson, left side Washington. Gibson on the dump in, too far. Good D by Byard. It was 2 to shoot. 16:40 left. 8-6 Alcorn by 2. James Wyatt top of the circle. Willie Anderson right wing. Benet looking inside. Here's Thorne. Thorne on the attack. Step back is good. Thorne with 5. So after Valley tied it at 6, the Braves with 4 unanswered. 10-6 Alcorn. Sanders fronted by Gaines Wyatt. Sanders left wing. Sanders, top of the circle, Gibson. Gibson right wing, Washington. Off the curl, Washington. Sanders on the dunk in, pump fake, layup good by Gibson. 10-8, 4 minutes in. 10-8, the Braves by 2. Valley, the only win was Prairie View. Here's Thorne, a deep 3. Nope, rebound, Benet had it stripped. And now for Valley, out ahead. Here's Sanders going to the rack, layup, got it. Sanders makes it a 10-10 game. So Valley with 4 unanswered after the Braves led 10-6. And now we've got a clock issue that should take us to a timeout. Yep, media, timeout. 10-10, 4.5 minutes in. 15:32 left in the half. Sinkovich will check in for the Braves. Cameron Butler set to check in. Timeout. We're tied at 10. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is Alcorn Braves basketball.
This message is underwritten by the Old Country Store. Mr. D and his wonderful staff would like to take this time to say thank you for your support down through the years and look forward to seeing you back in 2024. And if you haven't been to the Old Country Store, what are you waiting on, my friend? You are missing out on some down-home good cooking like Grandmama used to do back in the day. The Old Country Store is home of that famous fried chicken, good. The Old Country Store is open daily 10 to 4 for dine-in or carry-out. They are located on Highway 61 in Norman, Mississippi. Look for the marquee sign with Mr. D holding that famous fried chicken, and you will definitely know you are in the right place. And while you're there, please put your request in for that Grandmama's song. That's the Old Country Store, a proud underwriter of WPRL 91.7 FM.
Well, looking at the scores with Southern's win, they leapfrog over UAPB. UAPB trailing by 15 with 56 seconds left. So Southern right now would probably be the 3 seed at this point. Cameron Butler in, Sinkovich in for the Braves with Gaines Wyatt, DK Thorne, and Benet. Sinkovich on the dump in. Gaines Wyatt on the attack. He's fouled. Fouled by Danny Washington. His first. Using the arm bar, 14 to shoot. Gaines Wyatt, baseline right of the bucket. He gains Wyatt. Wyatt on, there's a wet spot on the floor. Thorne slipped the up and under. Butler with the block on Sanders. And now Thorne slipped on a wet spot. And Thorne says, wet, wet, wet. There's a wet spot they'll get a towel, wipe it up, and Thorne called for stoppage, and he is a noticeable limp. I think he slipped on a cut on a wet spot. He called for some cleanup duty. George Ivory with the towel in his hand. George Ivory, longtime head coach at UAPB, was interim athletic director at Mississippi Valley, now the men's basketball coach back at home. George Ivory just cruising right along, but the one thing about it, he's a very good recruiter, very good at the JUCO ranks here in this state, and if he sticks and stays with Mississippi Valley, he's going to get some players in there, and he's going to be a tough out. Don't sleep on George Ivory. Butler gains wide in the corner. DK Thorne. Thorne tried to thread the needles, knocked away. And here's Danny Washington, the up and under reverse layup. Got it. Danny Washington with 5. Valley on a 6-0 run. 12-10 Valley with 14:55 left. What does Valley have to lose? Absolutely nothing. One win on the season. The season ends on Saturday. There's Butler. Thorne, extra pass gains. Wyatt fronted, had it poked away, 13 to shoot. Sinkevich with the screen, gains Wyatt, bounce pass, Butler for 3. Got it. Cameron Butler for 3. The junior from Vicksburg makes it a 1-point game, 13 to 12. Sanders fronted by Butler. Sanders left wing. Sanders lob to Gibson. Gibson, Danny Washington right wing. Brown so far has been a non-factor. Washington is floaters up an air ball. Saved. Extra pass. Brown for 3. Got it. 50-50 ball. Raekwon Brown, that's his first touch. Valley by 2. 15-13. Can Gaines Wyatt answer on the pull-up? Yes. Gaines Wyatt, a quick response. Ties it up at 15 with 13:50 left here in this first half. The second unit's been on the floor for the last 5 minutes. Raekwon Brown fronted by DK Thorne. Brown top of the circle, going left. Brown in the corner. Danny Washington. Washington, lob pass. Gibson. Gibson on the attack. The floater short. Gibson got it back. Floated up. No, and he's fouled. Boy, he is a handful. Cameron Butler with the foul. 13:27 remaining. Boy, Valley bringing the energy. Landon Bussey pulled his starting 5 a minute and a half in. And this second unit has played the last 5 minutes. So Landon Bussey sending a message that the effort to start was unacceptable. Gibson, top of the circle for Mississippi Valley. Reginald Reynolds in for the Delta Devils, the junior from Atlanta. For Valley, Reynolds, top of the circle, Sanders. 7 to shoot. Sanders right wing. Sanders in the paint. Sanders, 2 to shoot. And the fadeaway is up. And the basket no good. Shot clock violation. And Jeremiah Kendall in for the Braves. So Landon Bussey maybe slowly incorporating his starting 5 back in. Jeremiah Kendall back in for the Braves. Kendall, third best scorer in the league at 17.5 a game. Gains Wyatt for Alcorn. Cameron Butler right wing. Kendall double team, gains Wyatt. Thorne ball fake, pull up from 15 feet. Nope. On the weak side rebound, Sanders. For Valley, Jordan Johnson in the game for Valley. With the top of the circle. Reynolds. Off the curl 3, Sanders, nope. And the rebound, Thorne. 12 and a half left, Thorne out ahead. Nice crossover, cut off. And we got a blocking foul on Valley. And the foul called, it will be on Sanders. ball, Reynolds. And Valley will slow it up. Sanders with 6 to shoot. Sanders step back over Gaines Wyatt, short. Rebound, Kendall. 11:54 left. Jeremiah Gamble on the outlet. Gaines Wyatt left wing. Dump in Byard. Byard floater is good. Tank. Byard his second field goal. Alcorn by 2 with 11:40 left in the half. 17-15. Sanders will walk it up. Sanders fronted by Gaines Wyatt. Sanders left wing, Jordan Johnson. Lob, Gibson. Now Raekwon Brown. Brown left wing, Sanders. Inside, outside game. And now Brown step back 3. Too long. Gaines Wyatt with it for the Braves. Gaines Wyatt outlet Gambrel. Pull up for 3. Nope. Rebound Byard. Byard passer through the legs of Sanders right to Gambrel. 15 to shoot. Braves by 2. 11 to play in the first half. 17-15. Alcorn over Valley. Gambrel. With it, Butler. Gaines Wyatt on the attack. 3 to shoot. Here's Gambrel for 3. Rims out. Out of bounds to Valley. Timeout. We approach the halfway point of the first half. 10:47 left. Alcorn 17. Valley 15. We'll update the men's scoreboard when we come back. This is Braves basketball.
Jerry, was that a bird?
Nope, just folks banging on the C Spire store window.
I bet they heard we have the new iPhone 15 Pro.
Look, more people, and my grandma?
Your grandma's fierce.
The new iPhone 15 Pro is now at C Spire. Made with titanium and featuring the most advanced iPhone camera system yet. Get it on us with trade-in. C Spire. Customer inspired. Requires purchase of 36-month device payment plan and eligible wireless service plan. See cspire.com for details.
Mae Jemison became the first African-American woman to travel into space when she served as a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992. A moment in Black history brought to you by WPRL 91.7 FM.
The Braves with the lead with 10:47 left in the half. Women's scores Southern over Alabama State 61-49. Grambling wins over Alabama A&M. Jackson State won their game. Early scores, nothing really to report on the men's side. 17-15 with 10:47 left in the half. Byron Joshua back in. Gambrel Pajot in with Jeremiah Kendall and Cameron Butler. Interesting lineup there with Cameron Butler on the floor. 10:45 left in the first half. Braves shooting 46%, Valley 50%. 8-3 Alcorn on the boards so far in this first half. Reynolds, top of the circle. Washington, left side Johnson. They spread the floor. Danny Washington with 8 to shoot. Washington on the attack, pull up on the elbow, got it. Danny Washington, his third field goal, he's got 7. We're tied at 17. We approach the halfway point of the first half. Cameron Butler right wing, top of the circle. Joshua left wing. As Gambrel in the left corner, instead Butler right wing. Butler, skip past Joshua. 9 to shoot. Joshua short right corner cut off. Dump in Pajot, squares, pull up, got it. Pajot, his first bucket. Alcorn by 2 with 9:40 left in the first half, 19-17. Gibson top of the circle, fronted by Pajot. On the left wing, Jordan Johnson left wing. Out top, Danny Washington, 13 to shoot. Washington, here's a pull-up 3. Reynolds, no. And Jeremiah Gambrel fouled by Jordan Johnson, his first. Jalen Hawkins will check in for Butler. Good work by Cameron Butler. Hawkins in. Hawkins with Joshua. Jeremiah Kendall, Pajot, and Gambrel, the lineup. Raised by 2, 9:20 left in the half, 19-17. Joshua left wing. Joshua, right wing, Hawkins, looking inside. Kendall on the dump in. Pajot on the attack reverse. Layup is good. Pajot, second bucket. 4-point lead, 21-17. 9 to play in the first half. Danny Washington, fronted by Joshua. 21-17. 8:53 left in the first half. Washington, right wing, Johnson. Jordan Johnson. Top of the circle, Darius Clark in the lineup. Now on the wing, Reynolds, and there's a step back, no good by Gibson. Rebound, Jeremiah Kendall to Joshua. Jeremiah Gambrel, deep three, no. And Kendall tried to keep it alive. Off he did, off of Gibson. It'll remain Braves basketball. 8.5 left in the first half. Sinkovich will check in for Alcorn. Jeremiah Kendall. I think he looks maybe a little slight limp here. And Valley's going to counter with Big Steven Smith. The seniors from Indianola. Stephon Smith in the lineup. Joshua baseline left. Gambrel with 20 to shoot. 8.5 left in the first half. 21-17. Alcorn by 4. Sinkovich set the screen. Hawkins for a 3. Got it. Hawkins. 7-0 run. And the Braves by 7. 24-17. 8:13 left in the first half. Danny Washington. Where Valley walks it up. Washington, top of the circle for Valley. Right wing, Clark. Out top, Washington. Left wing, Johnson. On the skip pass, Clark. Clark cut off. Extra pass, Washington for a 3. Short. And the rebound, stick back, no. Follow up, no foul called. 3 offensive rebounds there. Clark was fouled with 7:42 left. It's going to take us to a timeout. And the foul is going to be on Pajot, his first. Timeout on the floor, 7-0 run over the last 2:18. This was a tie game at 17 halfway through the first. 24-17, 7:42 left in the first half. We'll step aside. This is Braves basketball.
Some say the future is uncertain. We say otherwise. The Jackson Heart Study, 20 years of research the world can count on. For the future of healthcare, teaching and learning. For the future of innovation and leadership. For the future of what's to come. It's up to you. The Jackson Heart Study Community Engagement Center. The future of heart health starts here. Visit changingthefuture.today.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the MHSAA and the Mississippi Athletic Administrators Association.
24-17, the Braves with the lead, a 7-0 run. Braves right now shooting 52%, 10 of 19. Valley 7 of 17. Braves with 4 triples, 10-4 on the boards, and 14-2 off the bench. 7:42 left in the first half. Again, looking at the standings, Grambling, they won the regular season. They'll be the 1 seed at 13-3, but Alcorn and Southern tied for the 2 seed. Texas Southern a half game back. They got 1 game left at home against Prairie View. So 2, 3, and 4 could be interesting. Bethune-Cookman also right there at 10-7. First free throw, no good by Clark. 7:42 left in the half, 24-17. Alcorn. Second free throw coming. That's no good. And two Braves players collide for that rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to Valley. Landon Bussey said, what the heck? 7:41 left. Valley with the basketball. Baseline left. Gibson. So far, we've done a good job on Raekwon Brown. He's got 4 points. He had 26 in the first meeting. Washington gets it to Gibson. Gibson on the skip pass. Extra pass. Washington wide open. Reynolds for three, and he's got it. Reginald Reynolds triple makes it a 24-20 game with 7:17 left in the first half. Byron Joshua, Jalen Hawkins the lineup. Jeremiah Gamble, Mike Peugeot, Alex Sinkovich. Off the Sinkovich screen, Joshua left side. Peugeot pass through the hands of Sinkovich. It'll be Valley's basketball. Thorne will check in for Peugeot. 7 minutes left here in this first half. 24-20, Alcorn by 4. For Valley, Danny Washington, top of the circle. Washington right wing. Gibson right side. Reynolds out top. Gibson, left side Washington, looking for Smith. 13 to shoot. Washington, backdoor cut inside, layup good. Going to the bucket is Clark. And Valley, here they come. 5 unanswered after the Braves led by 7. It's a 2-point game. 6.5 left in the first half. 24-22. Joshua skip past Hawkins. Jalen Hawkins. Joshua right wing. Sinkovich sets the screen. Now calls it off. Then now sets another screen. Joshua, tough shot. No. Rebound Smith. Smith to Washington. 6:13 left in the half. 24-22 Alcorn. Braves have led by as many as 7. It's down to 2. Washington right wing. Smith out top. Smith on the bounce pass. Gibson, couple of dribbles. Baseline fade away. No. Sinkovich with the rebound to Joshua. Thorne back in for the Braves. And for Alcorn, Byron Joshua. Joshua, Gamble. Joshua top of the circle. Jalen Hawkins. DK Thorne right wing. Hawkins skip past Joshua. Now Thorne fade on the baseline is good. Thorne with 7. 4-point lead, 26-22. 5:23 left in the first half. Danny Washington spins away from Joshua. 5:18 left in the first half. Landon Bussey setting his defense. Danny Washington top of the circle. Washington left wing. And now we got a foul as Jeremiah Gamble fouled Reynolds. Gamble with his first. The hold. Anderson will check in. Byard will check in for the Braves. Raekwon Brown back in. Walter Hamilton into the game for Valley. Hamilton, the senior from Potts Camp, Mississippi. Sinkovich having a seat. Good work by Sinkovich and Benet in this first half. Brown, top of the circle, Reynolds. Washington right wing. Brown with it out top. Brown on the baseline will jab step. Gibson dumps it inside, jump hook, good by Hamilton. Just checking in the lineup. 2-point game, 26-24. 4:50 left in the first half. Joshua for the Braves, top of the circle. Left wing, Gambrell, out top Willie Anderson. Right wing, Joshua. Byron Joshua, no look Thorne. Gambrell step back 3, good. Gambrell for 3, his second bucket. Braves by 5, 29-24. 4.25 left in the first half. Danny Washington for Valley. Washington, right wing Gibson. No look Raekwon Brown. Brown getting it in the corner. Washington, Hamilton. Washington on the attack. He'll float her up. No good by Gibson. Offensive foul. There's been a lot of contact. Foul on Valley. And it's going to be on Danny Washington, his second. 4:03 left in the half. Thought they changed it to 5. Hamilton Hamilton. George Ivory, the fourth into the game for the first time, the son of head coach George Ivory. 4:03 left in the first half. Raised by 5, 29-24. Byron Joshua for Alcorn. Jeremiah Gambrell. Out top Anderson. Right wing Joshua. Fronted by George Ivory the fourth. 20 to shoot. Thorne. Bayard. Tank trying to plow his way in. Reverse layup short. Out of bounds. It'll remain Alcorn's ball. We got a timeout. 3:45 left in the half. 29-24. Alcorn. We'll take a break here. This is Braves basketball.
It's a time of tremendous uncertainty for everyone, but some things haven't changed. Stomach cancer is still a leading cause of cancer death worldwide. More than 1 million people will be diagnosed this year alone, and it's vital to know your risks and learn ways to prevent it. It's also critical for cancer patients to protect themselves from all viruses. No Stomach for Cancer encourages you to listen to medical experts to understand your risks. Find out more about COVID-19 at cancer.gov and learn more about your risks for stomach cancer at nostomachforcancer.org.
To make sure my future took off, I joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, I was able to get paid training as an aviation mechanic. I learned skills that helped me get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/MS.
Sponsored by the Mississippi Army National Guard, aired by the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Federal guidelines.
The Jackson Community Engagement Center is led by Dr. Victor Sutton. The organization focuses on putting research into action in the community and scoring better health outcomes for Mississippi and beyond. Visit their website at jacksonheartstudy.org. Jackson Community Engagement Center, changing the future of African American health. Braves are trying to change their future. Maybe put themselves in position for a 2 seed. But that's going to take a loss by Southern University at Alabama State. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Kevin Johnson does, because Southern obviously is in the tournament. They play at A&M on Saturday. Do they leave A&M, go back to Baton Rouge, and then turn around and come back to Birmingham? It's kind of a discussion. You know, those logistics are always tough. 7 to shoot. Braves with the ball. Bayard pull up on the elbow, short, and the rebound hauled in by Raekwon Brown, who has been very quiet, and the Braves want to keep it that way. Brown with 4 points for Valley has the basketball. Brown lobbed to Hamilton. Hamilton on the handoff. Raekwon Brown doubled. Hamilton layup, got it. Walter Hamilton, his second bucket. Think he'll take that anybody but Raekwon Brown getting off, and it's a 3-point lead. 3 to play in the first half. Byron Joshua, Jeremiah Gambrell, Jalen Hawkins the lineup. Up in Bayard and D.K. Thorne. Jeremiah Gambrell, fronted by Brown, Hawkins, Joshua, Nola, Gambrell, 4-3 in the corner, nope. And the rebound hauled in by George Ivory the fourth. 29-26, 2:40 left in the half. Raekwon Brown had it poked away. Thorne with it. Thorne layup, no, and he was fouled by Raekwon Brown. Brown was looking back at the sideline, and he was just distracted enough where Thorne was able to poke the ball away and get it. So Thorne with 7 points. 2.5 left in this first half. Thorne at the line. First free throw by Thorne is good. Thorne shooting 83% in conference games. He's got 8. 30-26 ASU over Mississippi Valley. Second free throw coming up. Lead is 4. Thorne trying to make it 5. Second to the last game of the regular season. And this one rattles out. And Raekwon Brown with the rebound. It's the first free throw attempts for Alcorn in this half. Raekwon Brown, bounce pass. George Ivory the fourth, lob Danny Washington. Lob Raekwon Brown, 15 to shoot. And I got a reach in on Peugeot. And that is his second. Peugeot with his second 15 foul. 2:16 left in the first half. Gibson will inbound. Danny Washington. Ivory on the dump in. Hamilton. Hamilton skip pass. Brown step back three. Yes. Raekwon Brown step back three in the left corner. He's got 7. 1-point game. Can't shake Valley. After leading by 7, it's just a 1-point game. With 2 minutes left in the first half. Willie Anderson in the game. Skip past Joshua. Joshua off the Benet screen has it out top. Joshua, Willie Anderson looking for Peugeot. Fronted by Brown. Willie Anderson. Right wing, dribble drive, kick out Joshua. Nola Thorne for a 3. Top of the clock. Out of bounds to Valley. With 1:35 left in the half. Gibson. Inbound the basketball to Danny Washington. 90 seconds left in the half. Raised by 1. Raekwon Brown, skip past George Ivory the fourth. Give and go inside in the dump by Gibson. Valley by 1. 1:20 left in the half. 31-30 Valley. 1:18 left in the first half. After the Braves led by as many as 7, Valley has the lead. Peugeot on the attack. Kick out Anderson. Didn't expect that pass. Was able to snare it. Joshua top of the circle. Joshua behind the back dribble. Tough shot by Joshua. Good. Well, that's a tough shot by Byron Joshua. Braves by 1 with 50 seconds left in the first. 32-31. On the outlet, George Ivory the fourth. George Ivory fronted by Thorne. Lob to Gibson. Gibson fronted by Anderson. George Ivory the fourth. Dumps it inside, and we got a push. I think it's on Benet. Benet with the push. That's his first. Gambro will check in with 36 seconds left, 20 to shoot. Braves by 1. .36 seconds left in the half. Wet spot on the baseline in front of where Valley's going to inbound the basketball. Gibson waiting to inbound. Valley with it baseline left. 20 to shoot, 36 seconds left in the half, Alcorn by 1. Hamilton on the inbound. Hamilton, Raekwon Brown, Danny Washington. George Ivory the fourth, Hamilton, Ivory. Now here's Gibson. And they leave Ivory alone for 3, and he's got it. George Ivory the fourth gives Valley a 2-point lead with 19 seconds left in the half. Byron Joshua walks it up. Picked up 3/4 court by Gibson. Gambrel out top Thorne. Clock off, 7 seconds left in the half. Thorne, Joshua. Joshua out top. He'll step into a 3. No. Out of bounds. Halftime. Here at the Whitney Arena, Mississippi Valley. Out of the tournament picture, but you can't tell it. 34-32, Valley at the break here at the Whitney Arena. Braves have won 7 in a row. 7 at Pine Bluff, and then just kind of went sideways. Well, Coach, we really appreciate it. Congratulations. Enjoy this, and we'll talk to you on Saturday.
All right, Charles, appreciate it.
Lady Braves are in the tournament by virtue of the big win, 63-48 over Valley. All right, here we go. Second half. Mississippi Valley with the 2-point lead and the basketball. For Valley, Sanders doubled. Sanders pass across the lane, and it's deflected in the corner. Thorne with it to Joshua. Joshua, top of the circle. Gambrel, Joshua, Thorne. Thorne starting the second half for Jalen Hawkins. Peugeot and Benet. Here's Benet, pump fake, layup, too strong. Benet with it, Benet floater, good. Benet getting the start for Jeremiah Kendall. Benet has tied it up at 34. Early second half, interesting substitutions to start the second half. Benet getting the start, Thorne getting the start in the second half. We're tied at 34. Donovan Sanders gets it to Gibson on the skip pass. Washington, a deep three. Brown, nope. Ball comes off of Benet to Thorne. Here is Joshua. Joshua lost it. Down the outlet, here's Danny Washington. Washington's Braves get back. Nice job getting back. That could have been an easy layup for Danny Washington. 20 to shoot. We're tied at 34. A minute and a half into the second half. It's a backdoor Washington layup. No, and he's fouled. I think that's Benet with his second. Or Valley bringing it. I tell you, we led by 7 in the first half. Braves led by as many as 7 at the 8:21 mark of the first half. Free throws coming up for Danny Washington. First free throw is up, it's good. Washington will have another. Valley by 1. Second free throw coming up. And this one is good. Valley by 2, 36-34. Washington with 9. 2-point lead, 36-34. Valley with the lead. The Delta Devils led by as many as 3. The Braves have led by as many as 7. Minute and a half into the second half. Joshua left wing. Joshua getting the corner. Pass deflected right back to Thorne. Thorne had it stripped. Down the outlet, here is Raekwon Brown. He's fouled by Thorne. Well, Valley getting out and running, and the Braves got to sprint back. Thorne fouled Raekwon Brown. Valley leaking out. Landon Bussey, he does work on this about sprinting back. And last couple of possessions, the Braves have been able to get back. Raekwon Brown at the line for Valley. He's 1 for 2. He's got 7 points, averaging 21.4 a game, best in the league. And you're talking about SWAC games. First free throw is good. Valley by 3. Southern leads at Alabama State, 22-13. Second free throw coming up. And this one is too long. So Raekwon Brown 2 for 4. Valley matching their biggest lead, 37-34. With 18:08 left. Peugeot top of the circle. Joshua left wing. Gambro for a 3 to tie. No. Ball out of bounds to Valley. Off of Peugeot. 2 minutes into the second half. Interesting that Landon Bussey does not start Jeremiah Kendall nor Jalen Hawkins to start the second half. Interesting. We'll definitely ask about that, and let's see if that translates into something into this second half. Sanders fronted by Joshua. Sanders top of the circle. Sanders looking for Washington, not there. On the skip pass, Gibson. Gibson left wing fronted by Peugeot. Valley by 3, and here's a low ball intended for Walden. Braves ball off the turnover. Walden's about 6'9". That ball was thrown just low where the big guy just couldn't go down and get it. Grambling leading at A&M 26-18. Jackson by 2 over Pine Bluff. Southern by 9 over Alabama State. Peugeot right wing. Skip past Joshua. Joshua out top. Joshua on the attack. Joshua kick out Thorne for 3 in the lead. He's got it. Thorne for 3. 11 for DK Thorne. We're tied at 37. 17-10 remaining. 37 all. For Valley Sanders. Sanders out top. Sanders left wing. Sanders beyond 3. Skip past Washington. Washington, top of the circle. Gibson. Gibson, top of the circle. Sanders. Sanders, Washington. 6 to shoot. Washington with 5 to shoot. Gibson for 3, short. Gambrell for Alcorn. Landon Bussey tells Gambrell to push it. Gambrell to Thorne. Byron Joshua, underhand toss. Thorne for 3. No. Rebound, Pajot, miss. Follow is good. Pajot with his 3rd opportunity. He's got 6. Braves back up by 2, and now we got a whistle. Technical foul. Technical foul on Benet. Technical foul on Benet. 15. So Benet teed up for an elbow. So they're going to check this to see. So they're going to take a look at it. Right now it's a technical foul. We'll see if it's going to be upgraded, potentially upgraded. We'll see. So this is under review. So the Braves with a 2-point lead and a little bit of momentum. But now technical foul's been called on Benet. This may be upgraded. It may stay as is as a technical. So 39-37 for the moment. And right now this call on Benet is under review. The call on the court is a technical foul. We'll see if it's been upgraded. Again, Alcorn with a chance at the 2 seed. And in Birmingham, the 1-8-2-7 games start on Wednesday. The 3-6-4-5 games are on Thursday, the first round games. So Landon Bussey makes no bones about it. He wants to be at least the 2 seed, where they would open up on Wednesday and then have Thursday off and then Friday. He wants that. You win that first game and then you get a break. But again, the Braves don't control that 2 seed. Southern University does. And Southern right now is winning by 9. So this is under review. All right, so the officials have reviewed it. So again, the call on the court was a technical foul on Benet. So we'll see if it stays as is or if it's upgraded. $16:24 remaining. Officials are talking this one over. Good long discussion. All right, here we go. So it's 2 shots. So it's been upgraded to a flagrant 1. So it's a technical foul upgraded to a flagrant 1. So it has been upgraded. 2 free throws in the ball. All right, so it's been kind of for a technical. If he gets another tech, he's disqualified. So it's been upgraded to a flagrant. We're going to take another look at it. I kind of felt like the way they were discussing it that it could have been it might have been upgraded, and it has. All right, so 2 free throws coming up for Valley. Chance for them to tie it up. And at the free throw line is Walden. Querin Walden, the junior from Atlanta, at the line for Valley. Chance to tie it up. Walden, this is first free throw attempts of the year in conference. First is up, no. They'll have another. 16:24 remaining. Second on the way, and it's good. 1-point game. 39-38 Alcorn, 16:24 remaining. Reynolds in the lineup for Valley. Valley with the basketball at midcourt. Gibson will inbound. 1-point game. 39-38. Braves shooting for the 2 seed. Grambling won the regular season. They'll be the 1 seed. They run the baseline. Danny Washington with it. Danny Washington for Valley. Top of the circle, Sanders. Sanders left wing, fronted by Joshua. 17 to shoot. Raekwon Brown, fronted by Thorne. Washington wanted a clear out. And in the corner, Gibson. Gibson backing down Peugeot, driving baseline. Layup too strong. All the flex. And Joshua out to Peugeot. Layup is good. And he's got 8. Braves by 3. So the Braves weathered the storm. That could have been a 4-point possession. Valley only gets 1 out of that deal. Braves by 3 with 15:39 remaining. For Valley, Gibson, Danny Washington, top of the circle, Sanders. 9 to shoot. Sanders on the attack. Sanders trying to get it inside, is knocked away. Now here's Gambrell off of Joshua, couldn't save it. It'll be Valley's basketball, and we got a timeout. We should have a timeout here with 15:15 remaining. Clock is the clock is running. About 30 seconds ran off the clock. 15 minutes remaining. Now there should be a little more time than that, but they're gonna review it to make sure. There's gonna be more time put on the clock. Clock says 15 minutes, but there will be more time put on the clock. They will review it. We have a timeout on the floor. Alcorn 41, Valley 38. We'll take a timeout. It's Alcorn Braves basketball.
Mae Jemison became the first African-American woman to travel into space when she served as a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992. A moment in Black history brought to you by WPRL 91.7 FM. A moment in Black history. Kamala Harris is the first female vice president and the highest-ranking female official in U.S. history, as well as the first African-American and the first Asian-American vice president. She is also a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. A moment in Black history brought to you by WPRL 91.7 FM.
Halftime in Montgomery. Southern leads by 10. So the Braves are going to have to win this game to stay in touch with the Jaguars for that 2 seed. Southern does have the tiebreaker by virtue of the win here. For Valley, Sanders, fronted by Gaines Wyatt, who's in the lineup. Gaines Wyatt, Thorne, Joshua, Benet, Peugeot, the 5 for Alcorn. 20 to shoot. Washington, Raekwon Brown. At some point, they're going to feed Raekwon Brown 12 to shoot. 3-point game. Washington, top of the circle, fronted by Gaines Wyatt. Washington one-on-one, pull up. No. Rebound, Thorne. Thorne to Joshua. Joshua for the Braves. No look. Well, Gaines Wyatt had it knocked away, got it back, and out of bounds off of Brown. 23 to shoot. Jalen Hawkins will check in for the Braves. Jalen Hawkins in for Thorne. 14:51 remaining. Joshua for the Braves. Joshua right wing. Joshua off a screen, left wing Gaines Wyatt. YR trying to set the screen. Gaines Wyatt skip past Joshua on the bounce. Braves by 3, 7 to shoot. Hawkins, Joshua, 4 to shoot. Pull up, Joshua blocked. It was blocked by Gibson. Now in the outlet, Danny Washington, Raekwon Brown. Brown has not been a factor in this game. Just 8 points, averaging 21 a game. So he hasn't been a factor so far. 15 to shoot. Danny Washington, top of the circle, Gibson. Raekwon Brown, jump stop, floater, got it. Brown, his third bucket. He's got 10. I want to let him get warmed up. 41-40 Alcorn with 13:56 remaining. Joshua, top of the circle, Gaines Wyatt. Jalen Hawkins out top. Gaines Wyatt, lob Joshua, driving baseline. And fire with the floater, no. Here's Raekwon Brown for Valley. Brown on the attack. Brown had a strip Gaines Wyatt and he fouled. Got a piece of Raekwon Brown. Gaines Wyatt with the foul. That's his first. Dalkey Gaines Wyatt, the freshman from Wyandotte, New York, with his first. 6.5 minutes into this second half, we're in a dogfight with this Delta Devil team. 41-40 Alcorn with 13:37 remaining. We dodged the flagrant foul called on Benet. Could have been a 5-point possession. Only got 1 out of it. Raekwon Brown jump stop floater. No. Rebound Byard. Joshua square to the bucket. Now Gaines Wyatt, right wing. Top of the circle, Joshua. 13:22 remaining, 41-40 Alcorn. Peugeot on the attack. Peugeot bobbled it, up and under, skip pass. Hawkins for 3, yeah! Hawkins puts the Braves up 4. 44-40 with 13:06 remaining. For Valley, Sanders, Danny Washington. Top of the circle, Gibson. And left wing, Sanders. Sanders left side. Up the curl, Washington left wing. 7 to shoot. They spread the floor. Danny Washington, the step back. Got it. Danny Washington with 11. 2-point game, 12.5 left, 44-42. Gaines Wyatt skip past Joshua, fronted by Sanders. Jalen Hawkins one-hander, no. All deflects to Sanders. 3-on-3, Sanders going to the rack, layup short. Byard with it, out ahead Jalen Hawkins, he'll pull up a 3, no. Joshua with it in the corner. Joshua gets it into Peugeot, layup, missed everything. Here is Raekwon Brown for Valley. 2-point lead, 12 to play. Thorne set to check in. We got a timeout coming up here on the next dead ball. For Valley with the basketball. Gibson getting it inside, and the layup is good. Sanders, his second bucket, and we're tied at 44. So the Braves just a minute and change to go, led by 4. 44-44 with 11.5 to play. Joshua left wing. Hawkins left side. Joshua left wing. skip pass, Gaines Wyatt, no look. Hawkins in the Bayard, the up and under, layup, got it. Good footwork. Bayard, his third bucket, Braves up by 2. 46-44, 11:15 remaining, and a foul called. Joshua riding Sanders, his second. It's going to send us to a timeout. 11:11 remaining, 46-44, Alcorn. We'll take a timeout here. We'll be right back. This is Braves basketball.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Mississippi at highschoolofficials.com.
Some people think there's not much they can do for those battling substance use disorder. But the truth is, being there for them makes all the difference. So be there for a long walk, or be there for a hard talk. Be there for a good laugh, or simply sit in the silence. Be there for the victories, big and small. Be there to say, you've got this. Because being there is everything.
This message was brought to you by the Mississippi Public Health Institute, Mississippi Association of Broadcasters, and the state.
Southern right now leads by 10 at halftime, and you look at the bottom of the bracket, Alabama A&M, Alabama State. You got Grambling 1, Southern 2, Braves, Texas Southern, Bethune-Cookman, Jackson, Alabama A&M, and Alabama State, you know, battling for the 7 and 8 seeds. And of course for the Braves trying to get to that 2 seed, but right now we're doing our part. But Southern is winning at Alabama State. And if that holds up, if everything holds true, we'll still be the 3 seed at the end of this night. But that's if everything holds up right now. Got a long way to go. It's likely got a long way to go in Montgomery. Braves by 2. Sanders going to the rack. A foul called as Gambrell fouls Jordan Johnson. Gambrell with 2. Benet. Well, Jeremiah Kendall. We have not seen Jeremiah Kendall in this second half. Free throws by Jordan Johnson. First free throw coming up. Good. Jordan Johnson, his first trip to the line. Well, Landon Bussey said, hey, we may be doing all of this and won 7 in a row, but we got a long way to go. I think after this game, I don't think his opinion will change at all. Second free throw is good. 46 all. 10:55 remaining. Gambrell top of the circle. Cameron Butler gains Wyatt. Thorne right wing in the corner. Gambrell. Thorne right side. Gains Wyatt. Gambrell step back deep 3. Nope. And the rebound, Sanders. 10.5 remaining in the second half. We're tied at 46. Myron Joshua set to check in. For Valley, Jordan Johnson. Johnson, Washington, out top, Sanders. 10 to shoot. Sanders pull up over Gaines Wyatt. No, stick back is good. Didn't box out. Clark has tied it up at what's given Valley the lead, 48-46. Halfway through the second half. Cameron Butler right wing. Butler wrap around and we got a foul call. The hack is going to be on Washington, his second. Joshua will check in. Pajot will check in. Cameron Butler will have a seat. Gambrell will have a seat. 9:50 left in the second half. Byron Joshua just 1 field goal in this game. Again, no Jeremiah Kendall in this half. Joshua left wing. Bounce pass, Gaines Wyatt. Byard with the screen. Gaines Wyatt had it poked away. Gaines Wyatt gets it back. Joshua left wing. Joshua had it knocked away. And now Pajot with the steal. Big steal. Pajot fouled. And Landon Bussey not happy with the way it's called. It's foul called on Hamilton, his second. 9:50 left in the second half. Pajot with a big steal to give the Braves an extra possession. 9:50 left. Pajot at the line for the first time. 48-46 Valley. First free throw is up. It's good. Pajot, 66%. He's got 9. 48-47. Just like you felt like Valley would create a little separation, the Braves make some plays. Second free throw by Pajot. Too long. Rebound Gibson. Sanders. Raekwon Brown on the attack. Brown floater. Got it. Raekwon Brown with 12. His second bucket in this half. Valley by 3. 9:38 remaining. Thorn Byard layup. Good. Big bucket by Byard. He's got 8. Well, this is Braves basketball. You know, we get hit, and then we come right back. 1 point Valley lead as they spread the floor. 18 to shoot. Sanders top of the circle. Looking right. Brown posting up with Thorn. Nothing's there. 10 to shoot. Hamilton on the handoff. Washington, 7 to shoot. Washington, and there's a 3. Hamilton, he's got it. Walter Hamilton, his first triple. He's got 7. Valley by 4 with 9 to play. 53-49. Joshua top of the circle. Byard, look inside. Pajot, back it in. Byard fouled. 8:47 remaining. Foul on Hamilton, his third. Valley with their biggest lead. 53-49. Byard at the line for the first time. Byard 70% in conference games. 8:47 remaining. 4-point lead for the Delta Devils. First free throw is up. Got it. Byard with 9. 53-50. Reynolds checking in for Hamilton. He had a big 3 moments ago. He's got 7 as Hamilton heads to the bench. Raekwon Brown with 5 second half points. He's got 11. They make it 12. He's averaging 21 a game. Second free throw by Byard is good. He's got 10. 2-point game. 53-51. Sanders on the outlet. Sanders fronted by Joshua. Byron Joshua just 1 field goal in this game for the Braves. Sanders right wing. Sanders with 18 to shoot off the screen. Sanders, Reynolds. Now going to the rack, and the fadeaway is good by Washington. He's got 13. Valley by 4 with 8:20 remaining, 55-51. Joshua top of the circle. Gaines Wyatt left wing. Skip past Joshua. Thorn right wing. Thorn. Byard. Tank on the attack to spin. The lean floater. Good. Byard with 12. Well, Byard has answered the call. 2-point game with 8 to play. Valley 55. Alcorn 53. Let's see if the Braves can get a stop. Sanders top of the circle. Fronted by Joshua. Sanders. Curling left. Sanders going to the rack. Layup. Got it and 1. Sanders with the and 1. Coming up after this timeout to push on Pajot. Timeout on the floor. Valley by 4. Free throw coming up. They can have their biggest lead of the game with this free throw. Timeout on the floor. 7:44 left. Mississippi Valley 57. Alcorn 53. We'll take a timeout. This is Braves basketball.
It's a time of tremendous uncertainty for everyone, but some things haven't changed. Stomach cancer is still a leading cause of cancer death worldwide. More than 1 million people will be diagnosed this year alone, and it's vital to know your risks and learn ways to prevent it. It's also critical for cancer patients to protect themselves from all viruses. No Stomach for Cancer encourages you to listen to medical experts to understand your risks. Find out more about COVID-19 at cancer.gov and learn more about your risks for stomach cancer at nostomachforcancer.org.
To make sure my future took off, I joined the Mississippi Army National Guard. With part-time service, I was able to get paid training as an aviation mechanic. I learned skills that helped me get started down the path to a great civilian career. And this is just one out of the hundreds of jobs the Mississippi Army National Guard can train you for. You can learn a trade and earn money for school, all while serving close to home and being there for your community. See what your future could look like by going to nationalguard.com/MS.
Sponsored by the Mississippi Army National Guard, aired by the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Federal guidelines.
There's a battle at the bottom, UAPB and Alabama State. UAPB 7-9. They're losing. UAPB down by 16 at Jackson State. Alabama State losing by 12 to Southern University. Sanders at the line with an and one with 7:44 remaining. 57-53. Free throw is up and it's good. Valley with their biggest lead. 58-53, a 5-point lead with 7:40 remaining. It's going to be one of those games in which the Braves are going to have to lock it down defensively. Valley, you can just kind of sense the confidence in this Delta Devil team. Braves got to find a way to stay in contact and get some defensive stops like they've done in a lot of these come from behind wins. Texas Southern, Prairie View, Bethune-Cookman. And here's Pajot from 17. No. Bayard, long rebound. Gambrell. Out top, Joshua. Joshua on the attack, his floater. No. Pajot, stick back, got it. Boy, Pajot has been big. Just those second opportunities. 2-point game, 58-56 with 7 to play. Sanders for Valley. Sanders left wing, fronted by Gaines Wyatt. Sanders left side. Sanders, Raekwon Brown, ball fake, extra pass, pull up three, yes. 3-pointer, Washington, technical foul on Danny Washington. After that three, a little extra mustard and ketchup after that. Washington with 16, Valley by 6. Boy, that's huge. That is huge. And Jeremiah Gambrell at the line. Gambrell can keep the Braves in the neighborhood with some free throws. First is up. Good. Out of a line drive of a free throw. He's got 7. 61-56. Second free throw coming up. And this one is good. Well, this game kind of reminds you a little bit of that Pine Bluff game when their coach got a technical foul. You know, when Pine Bluff had the momentum, the Braves were able to kind of build off of that. So right now with that technical foul and the 2 free throws, so this is a 2-point possession right now. Could be a 4 or 5-point possession. 61-57 Valley. They led by 6 as their biggest lead is 4 with the 2 free throws in the tank. Joshua top of the circle. Gaines Wyatt. Top of the circle, Joshua. Joshua left wing. Joshua has it out top. Gambrell fumbled it, got it. 17 to shoot. Gambrell out top, Joshua. Joshua off the screen, cut off, dribble drive. Joshua reverse layup, he's got it. So that is a 4-point possession, so a 6-point lead. Just like that. Down to 2. Valley 61, Alcorn 59 with 6:08 remaining. Sanders right wing. Maybe that tech took a little bit out of the wind out of Valley's sails for the moment. Raekwon Brown on the attack. Floater. No. Bayard with it. So after trailing by 6, the Braves are down 4. Outlet Gambrell. Gambrell step back 3 for the lead. He's got it. 10 for Gambrel. 7-0 run, just like that. So after the 3, technical foul, made a 4-point game. Joshua with a bucket, a 3 by Gambrel. And just like that, the Braves come back and have the lead. 62-61 with 5:44 remaining. So we'll take a timeout here. We'll be back after this. Braves by 1. It's Alcorn Braves basketball.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I lost my 10-year-old daughter, Teresa, to COVID in just a few short days. Teresa was a healthy child who loved to dance. When Teresa got sick, I didn't think it was serious until she was rushed to the hospital. COVID and flu can be serious for anyone, but they're especially dangerous for communities of color. Please get your COVID and flu vaccines and stay up to date on all immunizations, because vaccines save lives.
To learn how to protect your family, visit vaccinateyourfamily.org/learn.
Damage caused by tornadoes is devastating and traumatic. After these storms, dishonest contractors show up, hoping to make a quick buck from your insurance claim. They'll promise anything if they can get you to sign a contract, collect your payment in advance, and ultimately do no work at all. Avoid being the victim of contractor fraud. Get estimates from at least 3 contractors. Check references, and remember, if you didn't request it, reject it.
A 7-0 run by the Braves. 62-61. 5:46 remaining in the second half. So Landon Bussey gets a timeout. Valley with the basketball. Petro in. Petro, Danny Washington. 62-61. 7-0 run by Alcorn. Washington gets it to Petro. Petro out top. Top of the circle. Sanders on the attack. His floater rims out. Benet with it. Benet, Thorne, Braves have numbers as the Valley players down. Gambrel, another 3. He's got it! 13, and the Braves by 4. 65-61 with 5:07 remaining. Braves on a 10-0 run right now as we have 5 to play in the second half. 10-0 run, and now a foul reach in on Gambrel. 4-point lead for the Braves. .453 remaining. 18 fouls to Valley's 4.
1-1.
And we've got a review here. And DK Thorne claims that he threw an elbow. And they're going to take a look at that. I didn't see it. So we've got a review here with 4:53 remaining. 4-point lead, 65-61. Play under review. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. This is Alcorn Braves basketball.
Some people think there's not much they can do for those battling substance use disorder. But the truth is, being there for them makes all the difference. So be there for a long walk, or be there for a hard talk. Be there for a good laugh, or simply sit in the silence. Be there for the victories, big and small. Be there to say, you've got this. Because being there is everything.
This message was brought to you by the Mississippi Public Health Institute, Mississippi Association of Broadcasters, and the state.
Some say the future is uncertain. We say otherwise. The Jackson Heart Study, 20 years of research the world can count on. For the future of healthcare, teaching and learning. For the future of innovation and leadership. For the future of what's to come. It's up to you. The Jackson Heart Study Community Engagement Center. The future of heart health starts here. Visit changingthefuture.today.
All right, the review is complete. The discussion is on. Braves on a 10-0 run right now. Valley led 61-55 with 6 minutes and change left. So the Braves on a 10-0 run. And it really started with the technical foul called on Washington. Braves got 2 free throws in the ball. Gambrell made 2, got the bucket. And then Jeremiah Gambrell took over. Gambrell with 2 triples, 13 in the game. But now this review is done, and now the conversation is underway. So we'll see. I mean, this long, lengthy conversation, I mean, you know, in a game like this, so they were going to take another look at it. All right, here we go. Both coaches called to mid-court. Well, the head referee talked to both coaches. The way George Ivory accepts the end result, but Landon Bussey standing stoically, body language is telling me that he may not agree with what the end decision is here. I mean, George Ivory's good with it, but I don't know if Landon Bussey is good at it. That's why he's still standing at mid-court. Landon Bussey, George Ivory getting the explanation. All right, here we go. So Benet's called for Benet, flagrant. 2 shots. So that's it for Benet. So free throws coming up for Reginald Reynolds. First trip to the line. It's a 4-point game. Free throws up, no. Free throws have been Valley's undoing here. Second free throw for Reynolds. Got it. Reynolds with 4 points. So the lead is 3, 65-62. Now we got free throws coming up by Markel Petro. It's a 1-and-1. Petro free throw, 1-and-1. Missed that. 3-point game with 4:51 remaining, 65-62. All this without Jeremiah Gambrell and barely Jalen Hawkins. Joshua top of the circle. Pajot on the dump in, Bayard. Bayard the spin, the floater, no. Joshua with the follow. Joshua with 6. The lead is 5, 67-62. The Braves with a 12-1 run and have the lead. 4:14 remaining, 5-point game. Sanders, left wing. Sanders getting the corner layup. Got it. Got the short corner. Brown as a shield. Sanders with his third field goal. He's got 7.5, 9 for the game. 3-point Alcorn lead with 3:55 remaining. Joshua left wing. Joshua top of the circle. Joshua, Pajot right wing. Joshua in the corner. Gambrell. Joshua left wing. Joshua, Gambrell, deep three. No. And the rebound hauled in by Gibson. That was a little off the mark when it left his hand. 3.5 to play. 3-point game. Raekwon Brown for Valley. Brown top of the circle. Sanders. Sanders left wing with 19 to shoot. Sanders looking for a backdoor, not there. On the handoff, Petro, 12 to shoot. Raekwon Brown on the attack. Brown floater at the side of the backboard. Good D. Joshua on the outlet, intercepted. And here is Sanders. That was an outlet pass and not a good one. It was telegraphed and Sanders stepped right into the passing lane and picked it off. 20 to shoot, 2:50 remaining, 3-point game. Sanders, as left side, Petro. Petro left wing. Plays off the knee of Mississippi Valley's Reynolds. And a final media timeout with 2:40 remaining. 3-point game, 67-64. 1 minute timeout. We'll be right back. Braves by 3. This is Alcorn Braves basketball.
Just a trim. I usually use a number 2.
Oh, I'm thinking 120.
120.
Over 80.
That is not the number I need.
Oh, without knowing your blood pressure numbers, you don't know if you're at risk of heart attack, hypertension.
The only hypertension I'm getting from not getting my hair cut.
Even check your numbers right here.
Okay, I'll check them. What's your number?
Oh, you wish you had my number. All right, I'll check right after you trivia.
120 over 80.
The Jackson Heart Study. The future of health starts here. Visit jacksonheartstudy.org.
Join Charles DeVos of the Braves Edmonds and Coach Landon Bussey for the Coach Landon Bussey's radio show Wednesday 6 until 6:30 and Coach Nate Kilbert 6:30 to 7 p.m. Both coaches will be kicking it with Charles, talking about the past game and the upcoming games. Remember, that's Wednesday at 6 until 6:30 and 6:30 to 7. Coach Landon Bussey and Coach Nate Kilbert, Alcorn State University Braves basketball.
(67-64). 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We'll have Lady Braves softball coming up on Sunday. Lady Braves will take on Grambling. Series was scheduled for Friday and Saturday, but rain is expected on Friday. So they'll play Saturday and Sunday. We'll have Sunday's doubleheader. Lady Braves and Grambling beginning at noon. Pregame at 11:45 on Sunday. We have baseball down in Houston at Minute Maid Park. Lady Braves softball. And then I'll be in Pine Bluff perhaps in a couple of weeks as the Lady Braves softball team will play at UAPB. So as basketball winds down, we'll have softball and baseball. 2:38 remaining. 67-64. Braves by 3. 2:29 remaining in the second half. Thorne jump stop pull up. Got it. Thorne with 13. 5-point game. 69-64. Big bucket by Thorne. 69-64. Sanders right wing. On the bounce pass, Raekwon Brown. Brown out top. Sanders, 7 to shoot. Sanders on the attack. Jump stop at the window, no. And could not be saved by Pajot. It'll remain Valley's basketball with 17 to shoot. 1:50 remaining. This half started without Jalen Hawkins and without Jeremiah Kendall. 20 to shoot. Thorne baseline right. Butler will check in for the Braves. 20 to shoot. 1:51 remaining. Gibson. Now here's a three. Short. They tried the quick three by Reynolds. Braves with the basketball. 5-point lead. Braves take a timeout. The 30-second timeout. $1:39 remaining in the second half. 5-point lead, 69-64. Well, Valley led 61-55, a little over 6 to play. Only 3 points by the Delta Devils in the last 5 minutes. Again, the Braves have found a way. 14-3 run this time. 5-point game. Again, the Braves are shooting for the 2 seed. And they're going to have to finish ahead of Southern University in the standings for that to happen, because Southern won here. 1:39 remaining. Southern leading Alabama State in the second half, 42-37. So Alabama State making a little bit of a push. Grambling leading at A&M by 3. Jackson leading at home by Pine Bluff by 10. 5-point lead, 1:35 remaining. Joshua in the corner, Gambrell for 3, and he's got it again. Another timeout. Gambrell with 16, 11 in the second half. And the Braves lead by 8, 72-64. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it as Jeremiah Gambrell's 3 puts Alcorn up 8, 72-64. The Braves are out of timeouts. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is Braves basketball.
This message is underwritten by the Old Country Store. Mr. D and his wonderful staff would like to take this time to say thank you for your support down through the years, and look forward to seeing you back in 2024. And if you haven't been to the Old Country Store, what are you waiting on, my friend? You are missing out on some down-home good cooking like Grandmama used to do back in the day. The Old Country Store is home of that famous fried chicken. Good. The Old Country Store is open daily 10 to 4 for dine-in or carry-out. They are located on Highway 61 in Norman, Mississippi. Look for the marquee sign with Mr. D holding that famous fried chicken, and you will definitely know you are in the right place. And while you're there, please put your request in for that Grandmama's song. That's the Old Country Store, a proud underwriter of WPRL 91.7 FM.
$127 remaining, just like against Prairie View. Jeremiah Gambrell has stepped up. The Braves were down 8 at Prairie View, rallied down 6. And this is the possession of the game, 120 remaining. Pass thrown away, intended for Washington. 117 remaining. Again, Jalen Hawkins didn't start the second half. Jeremiah Kendall didn't start the second half. Valley had a 6-point lead. And the Braves yet again have found a way to clamp it down when it matters the most. I mean, Landon Bussey, hey, we'll take these wins. But what Landon Bussey is saying about it is it's just a matter of time before you're not going to be able to pull one out of the ashes. And Joshua's fouled with 1:11 left. Foul called on Washington. The 15th foul on Valley. 1:11 remaining. Thorne, far sideline. The Braves are 1-11 away from their 8th win in a row. Thorne, lob to Joshua out of bounds. It's Valley's basketball. The Braves turn it over. Braves don't have any more timeouts. Bayard in, Butler in. Gaines Wyatt out, Gambrell out. All right, here we go. Big possession defensively. Raekwon Brown, 3 over Peugeot. No. Ball on the floor. Bayard, I think it went off of him out of bounds. It'll remain Valley's ball with 1:04 left. 61-55 Valley with a little over 6 minutes left. 17-3 run by the Braves over the last 6 and change. There's a 3 here. Washington, no. Great box out by Butler. A minute left, and the Braves by 8. They can use clock here. Braves less than a minute away from their 8th win in a row. Joshua, fronted by Sanders. 13 to shoot. Joshua, top of the circle, 5 to shoot. Joshua had a strip, Bayard with it, and scores! Braves don't have any more timeouts. 32 seconds remaining, 10-point lead. It was 61-55 with a little over 6 to play. The Braves with a 19-3 run that could close it out. Valley just not going to do much with this until now, maybe. Sanders with 10 to shoot. What Valley gave us all he can handle is Washington looking for Brown. Washington got it back, puts up a 3. Good. With 0.2 of a second left, Washington was 19. 74-67, and that's the final. Braves win their 8th in a row. 74-67. Valley gave us all we can handle, and then some. Braves win 74-67. Their 8th win in a row. Braves for the moment 12-5. Could be in 2nd place if Southern loses tonight. But if the Jaguars win, the Braves will remain in 3rd place. Again, the 2 seed is going to be determined by the Jaguars. They've got the tiebreaker on all